We're here with Representative Mike Lawler, New York's 17th Congressional District, to discuss this issue, the IGO Anti-Boycott Act. Congressman, there's a lot of lies and stupidity that is circulating out there about this. What does this act do, and what is it based on? Isn't it based on an older law?
Yes, Mark. Thanks for having me on. Unfortunately, as is often the case in Washington, a lot of misinformation flies, and people don't even try to get the actual facts. So I appreciate you covering this. The IGO Anti-Boycott Act is very specific. It ensures that IGOs like the United Nations or the EU...
IGO is an intergovernmental organization, one of these globalist organizations. Yep.
Correct, which you would think most people on the right would be opposed to, but IGOs are subjected to the same existing federal law, the Anti-Boycott Act of 2018, to make sure that no foreign government or IGO like the UN are coercing American businesses into supporting boycotts against American allies. The objective is to ensure that no American business undermines American foreign policy by supporting the type of boycott like we've seen with the BDS movement against Israel, for instance, at the behest of a foreign government. So let's think about whether you have something like China trying to force American businesses to support a boycott against Japan. This is not specific to Israel alone, but the BDS movement, obviously, born out of academia and left-wing groups, has obviously targeted the state of Israel. And so this law would apply to make sure that no business, U.S. business, is undermining American foreign policy by supporting the boycotts sponsored by foreign governments or IGOs. It does not preclude free speech. It does not force somebody to do business in, say, Israel or against their wishes. If they choose not to sell their product in Israel, that's their choice.
All right. So if somebody wants to,
if
somebody wants to set themselves on fire and go down the street and scream about Jews in Israel, they're still free to do so, are they not?
Correct. Sadly, we have a lot of people that would do that.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions real fast because I know you're short on time. So basically what you're saying is some foreign country, usually an adversary, trying to blackmail an American business to force that business into a boycott of another country that we support, or to boycott in a way that undermines our national security. This law would prevent that UN from doing it, the European Union from doing it, a collection of the Arab countries from doing it. It would prevent everybody from blackmailing our businesses.
Correct. And this is an existing law that President Trump signed into law back in 2018, and it applied to foreign governments. We're simply saying the UN, the EU, the Arab states should all be subject to the same law that already applies to foreign governments, and the objective is to prevent American businesses from being coerced into supporting a boycott against an American ally state.
To your knowledge, how many American citizens have been prosecuted under this law and are serving a 20-year term?
Nobody, to my knowledge.
Nobody. I looked it up. Not one. Not one. Because the law doesn't provide any basis for doing that, does it?
Correct. The objective is to really make sure that American businesses are not
blackmailed,
participating in a boycott by being blackmailed by a foreign government or an IGO like the UN.
So why do you think there are individuals, and I noticed the media point out three people and say, conservatives, no, those are three people, oppose this. I don't oppose this. I support this. Many conservatives do. Donald Trump supports this. Why do you think all of a sudden we have now a cabal that grows into a bigger cabal that says, I'm going to protect our First Amendment rights? No, you're protecting foreign adversaries and enemies from blackmailing and threatening our businesses to join your damn boycotts.
Correct. And that's the really unfortunate thing. We have folks, even on our side, that sometimes engage in misinformation that just does not help when you're trying to actually address serious issues facing our country. And at the end of the day, we have adversaries who seek to undermine the United States, Israel, Europe, the free world. We want to make sure that the U.S. and our allies are not being undermined by these blackmailing tactics by rogue states and bad actors, period.
And that's why President Trump signed it in 2018. I mean, this was really a non-controversial law when he passed it. But it seems to me we have individuals who make a living at drawing attention to themselves or grifting or pretending that they're the civil libertarians. And we're like the knuckleheads. We don't understand what's going on. We just want to trample all over the Constitution. Congressman, I will tell you, I've spent my entire life defending that Constitution, every damn syllable. And if I believe some law was being passed that would throw American citizens in prison for 20 years because they're expressing themselves, I'd be leading the charge. That is a lie, a damnable lie. But the bill's dead right now, isn't it?
As of right now, but I'm working to get it revived, and we'll get it done, Mark. We'll get it done. Thanks for your help on this.
All right, Mike Lawler. You take care of yourself. Thank you.